Yeah. So let's talk about Awake.2. What exactly Awake.2 is?
So it's a URL shortener, right? It's you can use it to shorten long URLs into convenient, memorable, URLs, right? So I say Awake.2/Amit meeting means you can schedule a meeting with me, right? Awake. Otherwise, it's like, and I could use a different service behind the scene, right? Like I could use Calendly, I could use whatever. But if I change it, then all my links have to be changed, right?
Yeah.
So what I always like to do is I like to put a URL shortener in front of it. So I can remember it. I don't have to like calendly.com/something/some meeting, something. It's like never going to remember that. So why not have some? So that's the layer. Awake.2 is a Bitly like thing, right? It's a shortener. And what we have done now is, as you know, we have something called the Awake Link Protocol, which basically is a way for us to connect and track at the HTTP layer what is going on with respect to people and their activities on the internet. So in order for us to really leverage something like Awake.2 really well, you have to understand what is happening at that layer. So the reason why we care about these links is because when you click on my, link, let's say Awake.2 link, and because Awake.2 is now aware of Awake protocols, it means that, see, for example, you joined this Zoom using my convenient link, Awake.2. Suppose you did that. Okay. Tomorrow, within the Awake universe, if you make a purchase, I get attribution.
Wow. Oh, that has a huge implication around every interaction people.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fundamental. Now, if I switch for a minute to Awake.date, which is a extension in the sense of Awake.2, particularly in the use case that I just described, what it does is it is in fact a replacement for Calendly.
Okay.
So you can get a date, and time together with anybody using Awake.date. But now, if I'm using Calendly or if I'm using Awake.date, Awake.date lets me get attribution and establish you, if you're the first time I'm meeting, as my referral into the Awake network. So as I meet people on the internet, that referral linkages are established automatically.
So you don't have to actually sort of send or your referral link to somebody.
So that is a referral link.
Yeah, but this becomes natural
everything
interaction.
Is a referral link.
Yeah.
All links are referral links, you see.
Wow.
That's called link protocol.
Yeah.
Right. So at the very URL layer itself, everything is automatically owned by the user and is, controlled by the user and is leveraged and monetized by the user, including for the attribution tracking, but also for referral tracking. Because it establishes passive income, right? I invite you into the network, right? And we talk about it. And I say, if you, in that date, Awake.date, right there when you're joining, it will say, hey, I have connected so many people, you're making so much, you could also join. One click, you log in, finished. You get a wallet, right? So it's and it's free to use. We're going to make that Awake.date Calendly equivalent free to use. Or maybe $1 a month or something that just covers the cost, because right now Calendly is charging $15-20 or whatever that number is, and so many of these calendar applications are charging $10 to $30 a month to make it easy to. It's a good service. You need to have a service that aggregates calendaring and makes it easy, and so it's a good service, but it's just a feature, And so people look at it and, like you earlier said, wow, there's so many cool things coming. So these are all just features of the internet, which we are rediscovering.
Yeah, it's like seeing the same thing with a different set of eyes.
Yes, we shift perspective, which is called, you become awake. You don't look through the lens of the past or through the lens of some ideas that you have about it. The whole thing as it is in one shot.
Awesome. So excited. I mean, I'm still in the mesmerized mode to actually like being very excited of using all this, looking forward to using
And
Awake
yeah,
Date.
that's and I'll tell you what, the Wake Date is a protocol, right? So it will be compatible with anybody who wants to play, right?
Yeah.
So we of course take an open source, implementation of this, like cal.com is available as an open source, thing. And cal.com itself charges like some $10-20 a month if you choose their, hosted version. The whole code base is on GitHub, and we'll contribute back and we'll do all of that. But I'm just saying that everybody's charging a good, pretty penny on this. It's not a small amount of money. It's each person in your org has to pay $200, $300 for calendaring. That's crazy, right? Like if you have 10 people, that's $3,000 a year for just calendaring. That's like in the internet, in the day of the internet, 2022, like that's bonkers to me, right?
If you add up all the numbers, it might not sound very big, like $10 or $20 or $30 per month per person, but like if you club it together like that,
no, I mean it sounds it sounds big to me even with $10 a month right now. I mean, what do you mean by does it sound big? $10 a month obviously means that, no? I mean, you don't like so I mean it needs to be fixed. I think open source needs to be supported better. I think open source communities and people need to help. We need to help them monetize better, right? So we're happy to give back to Cal like a whole bunch of real referral money, if they so choose to play in that sense, right? There's always an organization behind projects, right? So we are looking to support all the major functions of the internet, like calendaring, sharing links. I mean, what else you got on the internet? Like sharing pictures. You'll see Awake Pictures is coming. So imagine what is Canva, for example? These are all awesome companies, have done amazing stuff. They're huge communities. But from a technology standpoint, I think we can do a whole lot better when we integrate and interconnect all these features. You need to make a picture. Okay, well, I have to go all the way out somewhere. It's not interconnected. It's not all tracked in one place. It's multiple services everywhere. It's all distant. So we have to create the internet.
The actual internet.
The actual internet.
Awesome, Amit. Thanks so much for shedding lights on all these cool things that are coming up, and like really can't wait to be a part of and be a part as well as be a huge user of all these things.